Hello, good morning, guys. Good afternoon, guys.
Hello, good morning, guys. Good afternoon, guys.
I'm just checking my audio and video. Anyways, good afternoon once again. Welcome to the session. The title of the session is Geography and Environmental Related Current Affairs, and the target is UPSC Prelims 2021. Okay, so we will be looking after that section. Yesterday, we have went through some reports, and also we have went through the national statistic, as well as we have went through some certain states. Today we will take up more of the state. Before going any further, let me give you some very good announcement. And the announcement is, one subscription to Craig UPSC, the price will hike on 1st August. So before that, there is a massive offer. You will get a discount of in this range. The actual word is 2.3 lakh, but you will get by 57.5 thousand. So it's a limited offer now. Only 1 day is left, so don't miss the bus. Save on combo. In total, around 45% discount is provided by the Unacademy platform, and the offer ends on 2nd of August. Okay, and also not only 45% discount, but also you will get additional free optional test series, and also prelims and mains test series also. So if you are interested, it is a very good chance to avail such a huge discount. Mentorship week on Unacademy platform. We are having a mentorship week. The offer period is from 29 July to 4th of August. You will have to just pay 2,000 rupees and get an optional word 27,500. Here you will get a very personal coach to guide you in your UPSC journey. Also a comprehensive coverage till the mains. We give assurance for 2 years and above subscription. Okay. Hello everyone, once again. As you know, I am not able to see myself in the screen. So if any audio video problem is there, kindly send me a text in the chat box below, so that I will do the necessary correction from my side. Okay, quickly. I always used to say that financial angle or financial matter should not be the determining factor for any talented or deserving aspirant to become the administrator of this country. Taking that very seriously, the Unacademy platform is providing a loan to UPSC aspirant. The best thing about this is you have zero processing fee, zero interest rate. Actually, it is not a loan also. You don't have any interest rate. It is zero interest. And it approves at a lightning speed. It just takes 2 hours. No hidden charges, minimum paperwork. Okay, so you can avail from this. And if you are already aware of this, you can share this good news to your friends and families, so that they also get advantage of such things. UPSC Compact, it will happen on 8th Actually, it happens every Sunday at 11 a.m. But for this mega compet, it will happen on end of August. Don't miss it. If you're preparing, don't miss it. It will help you in two ways. One is to chance of getting such kind of a huge scholarship, and the other thing is, if you rank in the test or in the compet, rank 1 to 3, the top 3 will get 1 year UPSC civil service examination plus subscription. In plus subscription, as you know, you will get the entire optional lectures and many more. If you are ranked between 4 to 10, you will get 75% of scholarship. Okay, from 10 to 50, 50% scholarship. From 51 to 500, you will get 25% scholarship. So spread the good news and tell your friends also. Okay, good news. Spread the good news. And in Mega Compet on 8th of August, you will even get a chance of winning. Apart from the scholarship amount written here, you will also get iPad mini, Apple AirPod, JPL speaker, Amazon voucher also. You enroll now. If you need my code, you can use it, SUNEP, numerical number 10. This is my code. You can use this as an invite code. Otherwise, this UPSC compet in Unacademy platform happens every Sunday at 11 a.m. So tomorrow also it will happen at 11 a.m. Kitab series, another one new series started in Unacademy platform. That is, it is an innovative course that will help in widening the horizon of the learners for UPSC CSE. Okay, because it started on July 17. Because as per the pattern or the changes that is seen in the UPSC examination is diverse knowledge is required from any individual. Reading one standard book itself does not suffice. And also, as you know, now from 2 optional it has been reduced to 1 in past 6-7 years, and also the GS weight has been increased for your selection in the mains. So in order to do that, you need to read at least some few books. Unacademy platform does that for you. So value addition course covering discussion on 2 books per week. Those are the books which is very duly selected for the UPSC exam. Books covered are directly or indirectly related to UPSC syllabus, and also it will be the latest book that is available in the market. So Unacademy platform will make sure that we select the right book and also give you a very concise. The course will benefit the learners, especially for Indian society, international relationship, ethics, essay papers. Okay, book is analyzed by top educator at Unacademy platform. New pages are starting from August 4, so kindly don't miss this. New pages are for 2021, 2022 and 23 as well. Okay, so as we always tell in Unacademy, let's crack it, let's move forward. Okay, now in the recent past, not so long ago, in the month of June, if I'm right, one new ocean was declared, one new water body was declared as the new ocean. Till now, the ocean in the world is 4: Pacific Ocean, Atlantic Ocean, Indian Ocean and Arctic Ocean. But one new addition. So now in total we have 5 oceans, and the new ocean is also known as the fifth ocean of the world. So since it has been recently declared, just some couple of months back or 1 month back, question relating to this particular ocean in some way or the other in mains as well as in prelims is highly expected. So before going into the state sustainable development goal that we have started yesterday, let us first go and see what is this 5th ocean and what are the important things that is related and applicable and relevant to the upcoming exam. Okay, chalo, let us go ahead and approach that. You see, till now, Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, Indian Ocean, and Arctic Ocean were 4 oceans on the planet. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, this Southern Ocean, I hope you are able to see it. This Southern Ocean, I will just circle it. This Southern Ocean was there from before, and many in the scientific community, many individuals suggested that it should be also demarcated as a separate ocean, but it was not done. So it is not as if it has just come out from nowhere or fall down from the sky. This water body was existent right from before, just like any other ocean water, but it was recognized in the sense it has been designated as a separate ocean. Okay, separate ocean. So you need to know that it is not a new water body that has come up, or as you will know in basic geography, that the earth initially was in the form of a Pangea, supercontinent. Gradually it was break up and creation of separate continent, and also new breakups are also happening right now, especially in the East African Rift Valley. So it is not a water body which has come out just recently, but this water body was there from very long time, just like any other ocean, but the recognition was given in the recent time. And why this recognition has been given, what are the importance of such kind of recognition, we will see one by one. So quickly going further, some of the important location that you need to know about the Southern Ocean is this. See, this is a South Pole. This is Antarctica. On the north side you have North Pole. Similarly, in the southern hemisphere you have Antarctica. Okay, now this ocean is from 60-degree latitude south. Okay, like for example, this is globe, this is equator. If you go towards this is North Pole. If you go towards this is South Pole. This Antarctica is here. Now, if you draw a line parallel to the equator, it is known as latitude. If you draw a line like this, it is longitude. So this particular Southern Ocean is from somewhere around 60-degree latitude south, surrounding the Antarctica ice shield in this manner. If you follow the pointer, so this is the jurisdiction or the area of the south, the new ocean by the name of Southern Ocean, because it is in the southern hemisphere. Some important location that you need to know is there is a sea known as Ross Sea. We won't be able to discuss everything because of the time factor. So if possible, you kindly go and check about the importance of this. Is there any organisms? What are the climate like? Is there any changes that is taking place? Similarly, you have another location here, Weddell Sea. And if you follow the pointer, I am afraid you won't be able to see this because it is obstructed by me, but still, this Weddell Sea, just opposite to this, in this side, you will have South America continent. Okay, going further, so these places you keep in mind, and also go and see some important aspect or important information relating to this sea. The information is readily available. Let us go a little bit further. The Weddell Sea. So just Weddell Sea on this side, you will have South America, Argentina and all. Okay. Now some important landforms quickly. You have this Larsen ice shield in this location. we are discussing and also trying to know some area around this place, because this particular region from 60 degrees south latitude surrounding the Antarctica has been declared or recognized just last month on World Ocean Day as the fifth ocean of the world, and it has got some peculiar characteristics which we are going to see. So in UPSC or any competitive exam, when such thing happen, there is a high chances that either in your prelims or in mains such kind of question will come from any possibility. It may be a landform, it may be a name of a place, it may be the properties of the water, or XYZ. So in order to prepare for that, we have to know the area at least broadly. So one is the Larsen ice shield. The second one is the Rhone ice shield. Remember, let me tell you once again, in the world, if you go across, there are hundreds and hundreds of ice shields. How will you remember all those? That is not possible. So in order to prepare for the exam, you need to see what is there in the news in the recent past and try to remember those locations. This is one of the way of, or one of the strategy. The third is Flichner ice shield, that is in this location. This entire portion is known as Antarctic Peninsula. If you come down, this is 90 degree west. Here you will find Bilingual Sea, and if you go towards this side, you will have this Pacific Ocean. You have another important sea out there in this region. This is known as Amundsen Sea. Okay, I hope you are following. And this is the Ross Sea that we have seen just in the previous slide. Just by the next of this, in this direction towards the continent, you have this Ross ice shield. Okay, going further in this direction, you have a land here in this location. It is Wilkes Land. That is between 100 degree longitude to 90 degree east longitude. This is a south pole, and this is a magnetic south pole. If you can see this, I'll just move a little bit side. Yes, anyways, this is Ameri ice shield. This is Queen Mouth Land. Remember this name. Okay, this is Trans-Antarctic Mountains. Okay, so let us go further. You focus in this region. Let us go further. In this is South America. Now, between this South America and the Southern Ocean, this is the jurisdiction of the new ocean by the name of Southern Ocean. This is having a latitude of 60 degree south. Between these two, the passage of the water is known as Trake Passage. T-R-A-K-E, Trake Passage. You have a sea out here. The name of this sea is Scotia Sea. S-C-O-T-I-A, Scotia Sea. Out here in this Antarctic Peninsula, you have one strait. What is strait? Strait of Gibraltar. Okay, there are different straits in the world. Strait is, you have a land here, you have a land here. You have a water, you have a water. The passage of the water between the land mass is known as strait. You have one important strait out here in the Antarctica Peninsula that is named by Gerlache Strait. Gerlache. If you concentrate here, you don't have to go and remember or memorize it again and again. Okay, so those are the important locations that you need to know as far as this particular Southern Ocean is concerned. Okay, let us go and see. The Southern Ocean is important. Why? Because the Southern Ocean, while the other ocean of the world are defined by the continents that fence them in, the Southern Ocean is defined purely by current, means ocean current. If you see the other ocean on the world, say for example Arctic Ocean, that is also confined by the land body, land mass. If you go and see Pacific Ocean, it is also confined by a land mass. If you go and see Atlantic Ocean, confined by land mass. If you go to Indian Ocean, it is also confined by land mass. And especially the Indian Ocean, on the northern side of it, it has been completely confined by the land mass. But unlike other ocean, this Southern Ocean is not confined by the land mass in its boundary, but it is rather confined by a current. In a sense, if you look at this diagram, this Southern Ocean on this side is not confined by any ocean. Say for example, this is Pacific Ocean. No, this is Atlantic Ocean. This is Pacific Ocean. Now in Atlantic Ocean also, it has been confined by land mass like this. But in this ocean, that is Southern Ocean, it is not confined by land mass surrounding it. It is confined by the ocean current only, which is flowing like this. So that is one peculiarity about this Southern Ocean. Okay. So the current which is blowing or flowing around the 60 degree north, 60 degree south latitude is known by the name of Antarctic circumpolar current. So this particular current is blowing, it is circumpolar means it goes complete round the circle, complete round across the globe. Okay, so around the Antarctica continent or the South Pole, this current, say for example, this is my South Pole, or you come back to this figure. This Antarctic circumpolar current, ACC it is known, it is going complete circle like this. And because of this kind of a current, it is acting as a boundary between the northern part of the water and the interior of the water, which is here near the Antarctic continent. And that is how it is making a boundary, and because of that it is peculiar as compared to other oceans. This is the current. Now in this particular current is a circumpolar current and goes around making a complete circle and forming the boundary of the Southern Ocean. Okay, the Southern Ocean has been long recognized by scientists, but because there were never agreement internationally, we never officially recognized that. Okay, but now it has been recognized. The ACC, which is known as Antarctic Circumpolar Current, flows from west to east. Keep this in mind. It flows from west to east around the Antarctica in a broad fluctuating band, roughly centered around a latitude of 60 degrees south. The line that is now defined as the northern boundary, see the northern boundary of the Southern Ocean. Inside the ACC, in a sense, ACC is like this. There is South Pole. The water are cooler and slightly less salty than ocean waters to the north. This is the two important factor: cooler, colder, and slightly less salty. These are the two important factors which distinguish this particular water body as compared to other water body such as Indian Ocean water, Atlantic Ocean water, Pacific Ocean water. Okay, and this defined by the circumpolar current in the name of ACC. Now the important point is, you need to know a difference between ocean current and ocean wave. In ocean current, what happens is the actual physical movement of the water takes place from one place to the other under the influence of wind and thermohaline circulation. Okay, thermohaline circulation, and because of the influence of the wind, there is an actual transfer of the volume of the water from one part to the other. That is in ocean current. In ocean wave, what happens is there is no physical transfer of the water. There is only a transfer of energy in the form of wave. So suppose in an ocean body, if you find some object here, this object will either make a round and round in this place, or it can just go up and down. The wave will be there, but the actual water volume or the water mass is not moving from one place to the other. It is just the wave motion or the wave energy which is traveling. But on the other hand, in the ocean current, the actual movement of the water takes place from one place to the other. Because of this reason, when there is such kind of a movement of ocean current in the form of Antarctic circumpolar current, there is a distribution of temperature that is also taking place. And at the same time, not only the distribution of the temperature across the water body, but also important nutrients are also carried from one place to the other, which means it is just like mixing well. So nothing is concentrated in one particular location. That is the importance of the difference between ocean current and ocean wave, which you need to know. Ocean current and wave is completely different. Extending from the surface to the ocean floor, the ACC transports more water than any other ocean current in the world, because in the other ocean such as Pacific, Atlantic or Indian Ocean or Arctic, there is ocean current, but the maximum amount of transfer or the transport of water is taking place in this Antarctic circumpolar current. It pulls in water from Atlantic, Pacific Ocean to the north and Indian Ocean, helping drive a global circulation system known as the conveyor belt. Okay, there is a very interesting circulation, ocean circulation that takes place. We are talking only about the southern hemisphere of the southern ocean, but also there is a very interesting circulation connecting all the ocean water, be it Indian Ocean, Pacific or Atlantic. In the special class, we will take up that in further detail. Okay, which transport heat around the planet. See, that is the importance of this ocean current. Okay, ocean current, since it carries the actual content of the water from one place to the other, the heat is also transported from one place to the other in terms of ocean current. Cold, dense water that sinks to the ocean floor of Antarctica also helps store carbon in the deep ocean. In both those ways, Southern Ocean has a crucial impact on Earth's climate, which means, see, any hot water has less capacity to hold gases. If you cool down the liquid or the water, the capacity to hold increases. Similarly, when it is a very cold water, the capacity of this cold water to hold carbon dioxide, that is CO2 or carbon, increases. And also, when the water is cold, it becomes heavy, denser. So when it becomes heavy and denser, it goes down below. So in a way, on the surface, if the water is cold, it will absorb or it will hold carbon dioxide or CO2. And since it is cold, it is heavy, it is dense, it will go down below. Likewise, the atmospheric carbon or excess carbon which is there, that is greenhouse gases, are also observed and settled down at the bottom of the ocean. It is just like withdrawal of the carbon. But if the temperature continues to rise up, then the capacity of this particular water to hold carbon becomes less. When it becomes less amount of greenhouse gas in the form of carbon is observed from the atmosphere. Because of that, the temperature, since carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas, the temperature of the Earth's surface will increase. So, by this particular Southern Ocean and also Antarctica circumpolar current, it has a direct correlation with the Earth climate, means the climate change. Okay, the Southern Ocean, and that is the importance of recognizing that, okay, this particular ocean plays a very vital role in Earth's climate or in Earth's temperature. That's why they have given a recognition, because recognizing anything, in the last class we have seen the Project Dolphin and the Project Lion. Similarly, if there is any recognition of something, then special programs or special effort is being done in order to conserve that one. So in India we have Project Elephant and Project Tiger right from many years back, and now because of such kind of a project, the population of a tiger is also increasing gradually. Similarly, in the similar line, we have also introduced many different projects and also recognition of certain area. So the Southern Ocean encompasses a unique and fragile marine ecosystem that are home to wonderful marine life such as whales, penguins and seal. Okay, these are the important animals or organisms which are there in the southern part, in the Southern Ocean. Example, very important example, the humpback whale, for example, feed on krill, very small organism in the water body of the Antarctica, and migrate far north to winter in very different ecosystem of South and Central America. Some seabird migrate in and out too. Now this krill population is there in off the Antarctica, this krill population on which this humpback whale feed on them. The impact of industrial fishing on species like krill and Patagonian toothfish, these are important organisms that you need to do a further reading in special class. If possible, we will take up with the important characteristics and their habitat also, which is marketed as Chilean sea bass, has been a concern in the Southern Ocean for decades. That's why the largest marine protected area known by MPA in the world was established in the Ross Sea of the West Antarctica in 2016. Ross Sea, Weddell Sea we have seen. So this is the importance of such kind of locations. There are many locations, important locations, but whatever we have taken up is some of the most important place. You cannot ignore the place, that place. Okay, a number of organizations are working to set aside more marine protected areas to protect the Southern Ocean's most critical feeding ground, for example, off the coast of Antarctica Peninsula. Why? Because the humpback whale, which feeds on the krill. Now, if the krill is destroyed, then this whale will also die down. And because of this, all this is a part of a food chain and food web. So if you don't conserve this krill, or if you destruct this krill habitat, and also because if the temperature rises up beyond a certain limit, who knows, the krill by itself will die down. So when this die down, the humpback will die, and in between also there are many organisms, who knows. So the entire food chain and food web will collapse in this region. So that is the importance. This is one of the importance why the world community has decided to designate this particular water body in the Southern Hemisphere as the fifth ocean of the world by the name of Southern Ocean. Okay, I hope that is clear. Now let us quickly go ahead and see the remaining things which we have left yesterday in our Bharat Darshan, Bharat Tour. Yesterday we have seen the national level what are the issues and what needs to be done, and the recent development as far as environmental and geography is concerned. And we have seen some few states yesterday, state like Kerala, Himachal Pradesh. Now today we will see some important state. So the third comes the AP, Andhra Pradesh. Let us see in the past 1 year what important development has taken place. As per their sustainable development goal, the state was most lagging in sustainable development goal number 2, and that is zero hunger. And that is because of high prevalence of malnutrition in children and low rural coverage of public distribution system, PTS. Keep this in mind. Let us see some key environmental development that took place. See, we know there was a Vizag case leak in the news. Okay, in Visakhapatnam case leak, also referred as a Vizag gas leak. It was an industrial accident that occurred at this LG Polymers, important chemical plant in Venkatapuram village in Kopalapatnam neighborhood located in the outskirts of Visakhapatnam. Location is important. The accident was likely the result of maintenance and storage of styrene monomer. Okay, styrene monomer. This is very important. You keep this in mind. As far as the exam is concerned, this chemical is very important. The Vizag case leak happened because of this styrene monomer. The case was this styrene monomer. STYRENEMONOMER. Their improper storage and operational error. Let us see. What is this styrene monomer and how can exposure affect human beings? Okay. Now, styrene is a colorless. This gas property is very important from your exam perspective. I am telling you again. Light yellow. They are flammable, liquid, primarily used, and their uses are, they are used in the production of polystyrene, plastics and resin. It is used in the manufacture of containers for foodstuff, packaging, synthetic marble, flooring, disposable tableware and molded furniture. All these are very, very important. Breathing air contaminated with sterile vapor can cause irritation to nose and throat. You must have seen in the news when such kind of leakages happen, how the people suffered and what are the symptoms. Coughing, wheezing, and creates a build-up of fluids in the lungs. That's why it becomes very difficult to breathe. So those are the effect of exposure to styrene monomer. Exposure to larger amount can result in the onset of styrene sickness. And what is this? The sign and symptom of which include headache, nausea, vomiting, weakness, tiredness, dizziness, confusion, and clumsy or unsteady motion. Collectively, known collectively as central nervous system depression. Why all these points is important from your exam perspective is, in the MCQ, they will ask what are the symptoms of so and so, and they will give you in option 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. So it is very important that you know at least this. Even if you don't memorize, if you just go through once, in exam when such question will be there, it will be very easy for you to recollect and eliminate the wrong answer. Okay, so this is how you need to prepare for your UPSC or any other state services or competitive exam as far as your multiple choice question is concerned. In some cases, exposure to styrene can also result in irregular heartbeat and even coma. Several epidemiological studies suggest that there may be an association between sterile exposure and an increased risk of leukemia and lymphoma though the evidence is inconclusive. I put this here just in order to let you know that in exam such kind of option may also be there, but along with this they will also bring up with like this, that it is having a conclusive evidence that exposure to such kind of gas, in this case the sterile gas, will cause to lymphoma and leukemia, which is having a 100% evidence. They will ask you whether it is right or wrong. Your answer should be it is wrong. Why? Because yes, there are claims, but there are evidence is inconclusive. So this is how the pattern of exam is changing. So this is how you also need to adapt and change and start preparing in this way. Okay, so this is the sole purpose of bringing such and highlighting you how to approach the exam. Another important point regarding Andhra Pradesh is it is the first state in India to have a waste exchange website. Okay, this website will allow efficient management of waste. A mysterious illness broke out in a district known as Iliru in Andhra Pradesh in December. The real cause of the disease is still elusive. Sudden epileptic seizure, anxiety, neurological symptom, dizziness, etc. These are the symptoms. Several central scientific research organizations trusted on to investigate the disease has identified lead and organochloride used in pesticides in the blood of patients as well as in the water samples, nickel in milk samples and pesticides in vegetables. Okay, so when the mysterious illness struck this place, many people went to test COVID, but all their results were negative. And what they found out was because of this one. Further examination was done. Let us talk some important points about lead. Lead is a very toxic chemical that slowly builds up in the body over a period of time. The causative agent of lead contamination are industrial emissions, even automobile or all water pipeline. This is very important. Just keep this in mind. We are going to correlate this with some important findings which we will do just now. Lead pen and toys. Automobiles contribute significantly to lead contamination. The fumes emitted by cars and motorcycles from burning of fossil fuel contribute to lead poisoning. Lead contamination causes an array of chronic conditions in both children and adults. The symptoms are stunted growth. Yesterday we have seen the definition of this stunted growth. Right from the malnutrition, we have seen what is stunting, what is wasting, what is undernutrition, so on and so forth. So yesterday we have seen that stunting happens because of n number of reasons, and one of the reasons is also lead contamination. Loss of appetite, stomach pain, slow intellectual growth, which is very important. In adult, the symptoms include high blood pressure, joint pain, headache, so on and so forth. Let us quickly go into the third state. In the third, in a sense, they both are ranked third. That's why even though it is different state, we name by the same number. Okay, key environment development that happened in Tamil Nadu is the cyclone Nivar. So remember that this cyclone happened in this region. Tamil Nadu also topped the all India level of micro irrigation we have a scheme by the name of Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchayi Yojana, and that is for the irrigation. Remember this. And the state of Tamil Nadu has topped all states in India in micro irrigation, the level of micro irrigation. Okay, quickly going further. Number 6, we are skipping some state because of the time factor. Karnataka. Now this particular state, Karnataka, was lacked most in sustainable development goal number 2, And what is sustainable development goal number 2? That is zero hunger. They lack the most, means scored the least in this number 2 because of the high prevalence of malnutrition in children and anemia. Now let us quickly go and see what is this anemia. Okay, anemia is a condition in which the number of red blood cells, RBC, see, such kind of things you need to know from your general science perspective in your GS. Also, now since you have this environment sections, under this environment also, and also from geographical perspective also, you need to know. So this type of topic is very important. Okay, red blood cells or the hemoglobin concentration within them is lower than normal. This results in symptoms such as fatigue, weakness, dizziness, shortness of breath, among others. All these are very important. Even if you don't memorize, just go through so that in exam, if there is any options, you can easily eliminate the wrong ones. The most common causes of anemia include nutritional deficiency. See, this is important. Anemia directly correlate to deficiency in nutritional deficiency, particularly which one? Iron deficiency. So deficiency in folate, vitamin B12 and A, very important, are also important causes. Infectious disease such as malaria, tuberculosis, HIV and parasitic infections are also related to this anemia. Okay, some of the important environmental development is Bengaluru city has been ranked as the worst traffic congested city in the world by TomTom traffic index. Go and have additional reading of this index. Now, in this YouTube session, we have some limitations. It is not so interactive as if in the Unacademy platform. In Unacademy platform, for the new learners, I just want to mention, in Unacademy platform, we have this special session. In this special session, it is completely free, just like YouTube session. It is completely free. You just have to download the Unacademy app and register yourself. That's all you need to do from your side. One of the special feature which is added in the special session is you can raise your hand. Raise hand is one option which is included. So when you raise your hand, the educator, in this case myself, I will know that you have raised your hand. So when I know this, you will be able to ask question verbally as if you are in the classroom settings. So it is more interactive, and there are also more functions where I can elaborate the things. Okay, bringing more diagrams, bringing and giving you more write-ups, using different type of symbols, designs, so on and so forth. So it becomes more interactive, not only more interactive, but more interesting. Otherwise, in the YouTube session, it is not up. Unacademy special platform is much more interesting than the YouTube session. Okay. Anyways, going further, let us quickly go to Goa. Key environmental factor. Key environmental development are: first state to provide 100% tap water connections to rural household under the Central Jal Jeevan Mission. Go and have some additional reading about this Jal Jeevan Mission. It is a very important flagship mission of the Government of India, central project. So under this, the state of Goa has provided 100% tap water. See, if you are in a very comfortable situation, the water as such might not be of importance to you. But remember, in India there are also many number of population who are not able to access such kind of a clean drinking water. So and since we all know water is very important for our existence, so such kind of achievements and development by any state is very, very important. First state to launch a digital self-assessment tool for COVID-19. Okay, since we are preparing for prelims, the style of discussion will be more of information providing. Okay, providing of information. Sikkim, some key environmental development in Sikkim is Lepcha community. There is a proposal for stage 4 of Tista Hydro Power Project in the North Sikkim, and because of this, the last bastion or the last area where this Lepcha community live is threatened. That's why this Lepcha community is under protest for such kind of a proposed stage 4 hydropower project in the river Tista. Now this Lepcha community as such is very important from your exam perspective. In UPSC or any other competitive examination, if such kind of a tribe or any other community comes into the news, they usually go and ask. So in exam, they will ask, one way of asking is they will ask the name of the tribe, or they will ask some of their characteristics. What is their economy? How is their settlement like? And where they are found? Okay, what is their main economic activities? So on and so forth. So you go and have a additional read up on this Lepcha community, okay, of Sikkim. This is how you prepare. I'm just trying to introduce you into how you need to go ahead in preparation of your exam. Okay, the first state in the world to become fully organic. Sikkim is the first state not only in India but also in the entire world to become a fully organic. There is a species of by the name of Tali kursani. It is a red cherry pepper chili. In the recent past, it has earned a GI tag, geographical indicator tag. I hope you all know what is GI tag. If you don't know, please go and read what is GI tag. Why I am saying go and read? Because all these are very easy. You don't have to spend time in the lecture. You just have to go and read by yourself, because these are very easy. If you read once, you will easily understand what these are. Okay, so this is important. The name of this particular chili, that is Dale kursani. Okay, very important. They started growing saffron in Yang village in South Sikkim. Till now, saffron, as you know, is grown in Kashmir Valley, and it is famous in this particular region. But after having or conducted successfully a pilot project, now it is growing in this region. In the state of Sikkim, the specific place is Yang village. So in your MCQ, easily one good UPSC question can be constructed here. Which of the following region grows saffron? One will be Kashmir, one will be, say for example, Vidarbha region, one will be, say for example, Konkan region, another one will be this Sikkim or Yang village. Okay, see, so one UPSC standard question is just prepared from this particular one sentence. Okay, so it is very important that saffron these days is not only grown in the Kashmir region or valley, but it is also grown in Yang village in South Sikkim after successfully conducting their pilot project. See, saffron is important. Why? Because it is a very high price item in international as well as in national market, and the demand and supply is mismatched. There is a lot of demand, supply is not sufficient, and also the price is the cost of this is very high, and also of course the way how it is cultivated is also not easy. Okay, so there are many reasons why such kind of items like saffron becomes very important. Okay, going further, Maharashtra, the India's first Kisan Rail began to transport perishable goods between Maharashtra and Bihar. Remember this and remember this one. Kisan Rail. Uttarakhand, the key environmental developments are, it is the first state to allow leasing of agricultural land. We have 3 farm laws in India in the recent past, and because of that even parliament is not able to function well, and there is a protest in many regions of India, especially in the northwest around Delhi. So kindly go and read what are those 3 farm bill, why the farmers are opposing, why the government wants to bring. Not only read from one perspective, read from all perspective possible. Why? Because in exam the question will be critically analyze or critically examine. So you are supposed to give both the positive, negative, and also come up with a very balanced and conclusive conclusion. Okay, that is for your mains. So in that perspective you can read this. Uttarakhand becomes the first state to allow leasing of agricultural land. India's first lichen park was inaugurated in the state of Uttarakhand. See, I have some comment out here. I will try to address in last couple of minutes. Don't worry, bear with me. Punjab, Manipur. In Manipur, there is one important factor, that is from the environmental perspective, and that is chakhao, that is the black rice. This particular chakhao, it is a black rice, and it was granted geographical GI tag in the recent past. Okay, I have one important query. I will try to answer that. Okay, so let us, if you don't mind, let us just go back some couple of slides. Mr. Baga, I hope you are here still. Okay, now you see, there are many perspectives of how a particular region is confined. Now in this case, the question is like this. I don't understand how Pacific Ocean is confined by landmass. Let me clarify on that point. See, it's like this. Here in the Southern Ocean that we have discussed, here this particular water body is not confined by any landmass in its journey. The Antarctic circumpolar current is able to go around without any kind of obstruction from any place. But out here, if you see, whenever, if there is, see, this Pacific Ocean is this one and this one. Yes, we have a Bering Strait out here, that is this one. This is Alaska, and this is the Russian part. But I'll give you one example. In Arctic Ocean, if you see from the top, there is small openings. Say for example, in this region, in this Bering Strait, this is known as Bering Strait. There is a connection of this water body, that is the Pacific Ocean, and Arctic Ocean is connected here. And also, if you come to this region, northern part of the Canada, there are also connection of this water body. So it is not like physically, not even a drop of water is transferred from one region to the other. Yes, there is, but in Arctic Ocean, kindly bear with me. In order to understand this Pacific Ocean, we will take an important example from this Arctic Ocean first. So yes, there is a transfer of water which is happening, but as far as the Arctic Ocean is concerned, the opening which is here on the eastern part of the Greenland, or in this region, northern part of the Atlantic Ocean, is only considered as a major transfer or the exchange of water which is taking place from Arctic Ocean with the surrounding areas. Okay, so there is an opening, but it is not considered from this side. Similarly, as far as the Pacific Ocean is concerned, on the east, I can say it is confined by this North America, South America. In the western side, it is confined by this Asia, China, Japan is here, and also in the southern part, it is confined by this. But this particular southern ocean is not confined by any of such land body, and the current which is available in the form of Antarctic circumpolar current can easily have a circumpolar rotation or circumpolar movement. That is one of the reason why this particular southern ocean is different from the other, because it is not a confined ocean by, or it is demarcated by the landmass. Say for example, this Atlantic Ocean, it is demarcated by landmass from both this direction. Indian Ocean, it is also demarcated like this. Pacific Ocean is also demarcated by this and this one. Another point is, because of the limitations of time, we are not discussing here in this session now, but the current which is flowing also has three components broadly: the surface, in the intermediate, and the bottom. Now the movement is not only confined to this southern part. From this it goes up to this, comes like this, goes up to this, some part also goes in this direction. All the water body in the world, in all the 5 oceans, are mixed and can be mixed, means it can be moved from one part to the other. Okay, so in that perspective or in that dimension, it is said that the Southern Ocean is not bounded by any land mass, especially on the northern side, as compared to the other ocean which is confined or bounded by the land on its jurisdiction. I hope that is clear, Mr. Baga, and thank you for asking me the question, because that is important. Sometimes we also miss out on some points. I hope I have answered your query and clarified the doubt that you have. See, another point is, so it is not confined. No. See, on the, let us go here. See, on this side, see, the circumpolar current is moving from west to east in this direction. Now, we are talking, see, another important point is, I'll just give you one example. The air that is there in the atmosphere, it is considered like 21% oxygen, okay, and 70 something percent nitrogen, so on and so forth. But you go from one place to the other, take one sample in one place, take one sample in one place, the sample will vary. Okay, it won't have the exact fixed number. For the sake of study, there are certain assumptions, there are certain simplification that is done, because the scale is quite huge. We are talking in terms of thousands and thousands of kilometers. So suppose if you go and analyze in a very minute detail, like suppose if you have a 2 feet of landmass, then you consider, okay, this is landmass, so it is confined like this. That is not the approach in the study of a subject such as the Earth system or the geographical feature. because we are talking in terms of thousands and thousands of kilometers. So some simplification or some assumptions is made in the study of such a huge, because we are not studying in terms of micro or nano scale. We are talking in terms of a lakhs and thousands of kilometers or meters or feet, like that. Okay. And suppose if you have any doubt, we will take up in the next session. You can always raise your doubt. I'm very happy, and anyways, we will end the session there today. Thank you all for your patience and cooperations. See you soon again, and happy weekend. Okay, enjoy the week. Thank you. Bye bye.